his official channel where he makes and composes his own rap music, and in occasions he makes a video similar to his content back in the 2000s. His character, Leopold Slick. Now, Leopold Slick is used in parodies. People have been creating parodies of The Angry German Kid, which is the title of every single parody you see. And there's different variants of that title as well. Most popular being The Angry German Kid Show, because they make their own series out of it, and they even like went as far as making an entire family. Basically, they created the Slick family, like the Slick household. In the parodies, he has a father called Harold Slick. He has a mother called Mary Slick, and a grandfather called Barry Slick, which is Harold Slick's father. And he even has brothers as well. Most popular being Leonard and Leonidas. And of course his best friend, Jake Randolph, and other characters. Even Adolf Hitler makes an appearance. But I'll be probably talking about that in another video pretty soon, which is the scene where in a film, there's a scene in a famous film called Downfall or Der Untergang, where Hitler rants in front of his four generals in a fit of rage after finding out that Felix Steiner failed to carry out the attack and didn't have enough weapons or artillery fire to carry out the attack against the Soviets. Anyway, I'll be talking about that in another video. This is The Angry German Kid. So, was ist das denn, oh mein Gott, was geschehen? Leopold Slick is the main protagonist and character on the Angry German Kid parody universe, portrayed by Norman Kochanowski, who appeared in most of his original videos spelled as PC Spiel and in German translated as Play Computer Games or PC Play. Personally, on parodies, Leopold is portrayed as dim-witted, neurotic, savage, irritable, irresponsible, lazy, bratty, hot-headed, and very pushy on some parody series. He's basically the German human version of Invader Zim. In most parody series, he's extremely unintelligent or misformed. He is often abusive towards others, has little or no respect for almost anybody except his friends, not even his family. He has an extremely short attention span, barely any self-control, as well as chronic, severe mood swings. Sometimes he seems to avoid real life as he plays on his computer every day, mostly playing Unreal Tournament. He is a very harsh, thus a little bit racist. He is sometimes bullies his mum, out and acts out a psycho. He always is a psycho. Thought despite of his room being a mess, he is a complete addict to gaming, and his family's feared he cannot be given away because they try everything. They convince Leopold to clean his room, but nothing works. He just calls them a swear. His school reports are terrible and are always poorly written. Oh God. Ahem. And are never thought out. Leopold always believes his reports, essays, homework, etc. to be the best in all the classes he has attended. No matter how immature, pathetic, ridiculous, or frivolous they are, he sees the world in black and white terms, things being either absolutely good or bad. For example, he adores Unreal Tournament, sausage eggs, and playing video games, but he loathes his father, school, and his teachers, and generally hates everyone else other than himself and his friends. While sometimes he could perhaps even hate himself. Generally, he likes treating his mum like a slave because she does the same to him without being paid. He is getting used to long division math strategies. After school, he trades every 97 cents for a 97-cent meal. One large fries, ketchup packets, and a Big Mac with meal at McDonald's by order. He acts arrogant and edgy and keeps bragging about himself and compensate for his extremely low self-esteem, much in vain. For some reason, despite his issues, Leopold is a teenager who makes friends quickly, sometimes even a girlfriend. He has a good sense of humour, even though he often cannot laugh at himself and isn't completely withdrawn to his PC. He's not an hikikomori, but he is a hikikomori sometimes. His room is a mess. Although he is a hopeless silent student, he gets decent grades on his math tests within a range of 92 to 93 and an A minus. Plus, he is a sore loser, though he abandons the game when he loses. His anger, hate, and usual failure intelligence stems from the fact that his family, especially his dad, physically and emotionally abuses him almost every day. And nobody in his family cares, which shows he is being neglected by his family. He also gets yelled at 24/7. He takes his aggression out on his parents by making his parents leave his room. Leopold is also a troublemaker, constantly disobeying his father, until he threatens physical assault or groundings or his teacher until they give him consequences, doing stupid pranks and dares, causing chaos, having been in and out of jail many times, kicked out of many places, and expelled from tons of schools. Despite his last ditches on calling people vulgar names, although he has a moody aggression and is the silent student, he yet has a rival, one of his friends. He is yet a decent grade in a few schools, and is yet afraid of going to Principal Haltemine's office, and also is silent kid when it comes to Mr. Tagawa. He has been sent to military schools and a mental people's home as last resorts. Yet he never stopped misbehaving and always got sent back home, either by escaping or the wardens getting fed up of his attitude. Despite taking aggression out, his parents stated he terrorizes the house under his rule by bullying and cussing us out. The other parent that Leopold gets his most fights on at home when he is mad is his mum, because at that time she used to hide Leopold's games at Unreal Tournament and Red Sun and hid it in his safe because Leopold has no last ditch on where to look at next. He usually calls her a racial slur, basically along the lines of, "Where did you put my game, black nose?" Yeah. Although he is a bit of a troublemaker, school, and he bullies his parents, there is a side note and every severe trouble when it comes to no video games on his Xbox Beta 2. Leopold is a constant game fan, just like AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd, by the way. That might be another one I might tackle soon, maybe. And he makes reviews on his Sega Net channel, but is very excited and harsh when it comes to Red Sun and Unreal Tournament. Whenever his parents confiscate or hide either one of these games, he would get raucous and scream until he has half of his energy left and his mum's ears ring. His mum calls him an AWOL game addict. He uses the keyboard as a weapon of choice. Harold, Leonard, and Leonidas hate him. He has friends who are parody makers despite them making crude videos of him. He owes them and Fagline his life. Constantly he is seen drinking Pepsi Vanilla energy drink packs. Child abuse. In many classic AGK series, he is a victim of child abuse. He always gets beaten up and grounded by his father, and occasionally his mum, and almost nobody cares about him, while on the modern AGK series, things may happen differently. The police arrived and arrested Harold Sick for child abuse. what Leopold likes: playing video